Good morning, students. Say your prayer. Thank you. நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Okay, students. So take your social science book. Yeah, take page number 117. So today we will discuss about how the Muslim kingdom was established in India. Okay, so the first Muslim kingdom was established in India by Muhammad of Ghor. Yeah, so who was Muhammad of Ghor? Yeah, so how he established the first Muslim kingdom in India. Okay, then the battle of Tarain. Yeah, so there are two battles so that occur in Tarain. Yeah, so Tarain, it is in Punjab. Yeah, so now it is in Haryana. Yeah, so it is just north of Delhi. Yeah, so Tarain, a place where the battle took place between the Rajput king Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad of Ghor. Yeah, so in the two battles took place. Yeah, so in the first battle, Prithviraj Chauhan won the battle, and in the second battle, Muhammad of Ghor win. Okay, so we will discuss about that also. Okay, so in last class we discussed about the advent of Islam. Yeah, so Islam, a religious faith originated at Mecca in Arabia. Yeah, so who was the founder of Islam? Yeah, Prophet Muhammad. So how was the followers of Islam called as? Yeah, Muslims. Okay, so Islamic State, so ruled by a single religious political leader, was known as Caliphate. Yeah, so Caliph means representative of the Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, so Caliphates, so they spread so the principles of Islam by conquering the territories. Okay, so by expanding their rule, the caliphates preach the principles of Islam. Okay, so in the 8th century, so the Arab so tried to invade India. Yeah, so they conquered Sindh. Yeah, so Sindh now a province in Pakistan. Yeah, so the Arab, so in order to spread the Islam religion, so they conquer Sindh region. Yeah, so we have discussed that also. Yes, especially Muhammad bin Qasim. So he was the first Muslim ruler, so who invaded and conquered Sindh. Yeah, so because of his invasion, so many things so happened. So the impact was, so the Indian culture, so some of the Indian culture was spread to Western countries. Yeah, especially Indian discovery of the mathematical numerical number 0, then the chess game was spread to Western countries. Okay, and also another most important thing, many Sanskrit works were translated to Muslim countries. Okay, so the Arab scholars came to India and learned about astronomy, philosophy, mathematics, and medicines. Yes, and they translated these Sanskrit books into Arabic language. Okay, so this was the main impact. Then we discussed about Muhammad of Ghazni. Yeah, so Muhammad of Ghazni. So Ghazni, an area, so a province in Afghanistan, present day Afghanistan. Okay, so the ruler of Ghazni was Alptejin, who wanted to conquer India, but he can't conquer India. But his successor was son-in-law Sabuktigin, so who also wanted to conquer India from northwest. Yeah, but only his son, so Muhammad Ghazni, can succeeded in this endeavor, so succeeded in this process. Okay, so Muhammad of Ghazni so conducted 17 raids to India. Yeah, so initially, so he defeated the Hindu Sahi kingdom. Yeah, then later he invaded India and plundered the wealth of India. Yeah, so his final attack was the Somnath temple, which is in Gujarat. Yeah, so he died in the year 1030. Yeah, so at the end of his period, so at the death of Muhammad of Ghazni, so the Ghaznavid empire roughly included Persia, Transoxania, Afghanistan, and Punjab. Okay, so we have discussed up to this. Yeah, so Muhammad of Ghazni didn't want to establish his power. Yeah, but his main aim was plundering the wealth of India. Yeah, so the Ghazni Muhammad aim was plundering the wealth of India. Yeah, so often he invaded. So it was told that he raided 17 times. Yeah, so he invaded India 17 times. Yeah, so he often invaded India and plundered the wealth of India and returned back to Ghazni. Yeah, so he never thought to establish an empire in India. So Muhammad of Ghor, also called as Muhammad Ghori. So who was Muhammad Ghori? So Muhammad Ghori was a vassal of Ghazni. Okay, so vassal means a person or country in a subordinate position to other. Yeah, so Ghori was under Ghazni. Yeah, so Muhammad Ghori started as a vassal of Ghazni but became independent after the death of Mahmud. Yeah, so Muhammad of Ghori was a vassal. So vassal means a person or a country in a subordinate position to another. Yeah, so he was a subordinate. That is, Ghori was under the control of Ghazni. Yeah, so Ghori was also a province. Yeah, so Ghori was under the control of Ghazni. Yeah, but after the death of Mahmud of Ghazni, Ghori declared his independence. Okay, so Muhammad of Ghori or Muhammad Ghori started as a vassal of Ghazni but became independent after the death of Mahmud. So, taking advantage of the decline of Ghaznavid Empire, Muhammad Ghori brought Ghazni under his control. Okay, so after the death of Mahmud Ghazni, so Ghaznavid Empire became weak. Yeah, so taking advantage of this situation, so Muhammad Ghori brought Ghazni under his control. Okay, so Muhammad of Ghor or Muhammad Ghori started as a vassal of Ghazni, but he became independent after the death of Mahmud. Yeah. So after the death of Mahmud, so Ghaznavid Empire began to decline. Yeah. So after Mahmud Ghazni, there is no strong ruler. Yeah. So no able ruler like Muhammad Ghazni. Yeah. So using this advantage, yeah, so using this situation, Muhammad Ghori brought Ghazni under his control. So, having made his position strong and secure at Ghazni, Muhammad turned his attention to India. Yeah, so after the decline of Ghaznavid Empire, Muhammad Ghori brought Ghazni under his control. Yeah, so after making his position strong and secure at Ghazni, Muhammad turned his attention to India. So, unlike Muhammad of Ghazni, he wanted to extend his empire by conquering India. Okay, so unlike Muhammad Ghazni, yeah, so Muhammad of Ghazni policy was just to plunder the wealth of India. Yeah, but Muhammad Ghori wanted to extend his empire by conquering India. So in 1175, yeah, Muhammad captured Multan. Yeah, so Multan now in Pakistan. Yeah, so it is in the bank of river Indus. Yeah, so in 1175 AD, Muhammad of Ghori captured Multan and occupied whole of it in his subsequent expeditions. Yeah, so after continuous expeditions, so he occupied the whole of Multan. Yeah, then in the year 1186, he attacked Punjab and captured it. Yeah, so in 1186 AD, he attacked Punjab and captured. So Punjab now both Pakistan and also India. Yeah, so Punjab, you know, it is in India, but we got only the eastern part of Punjab. Yeah, so the western part of Punjab is in Pakistan. Yeah, so Muhammad of Ghori attacked Punjab in 1186 AD and captured it. Okay, so having made his position strong and secure at Ghazni, Muhammad Ghori turned his attention to India. Unlike Mahmud of Ghazni, he wanted to extend his empire by conquering India. Yes, so Mahmud of Ghazni, so just wanted to plunder the wealth of India. Yeah, so he have no aim of establishing an empire in India. Yeah, but Muhammad Ghori wanted to extend his empire. Yeah, so that he conquered and attacked Multan in the year 1175 AD. Yeah, and he occupied Multan whole of it on his subsequent expeditions. Yeah, so after repeated expeditions, he conquered the whole of Multan. Yeah, and in the year 1186 AD, he attacked Punjab and captured it. So next one is the Battle of Tarin. So it was fought in the 2 years. So 1191 AD, then 1192 AD. Yeah. So the first battle fought in the year 1191 AD, then the second battle fought in the year 1192 AD. Yes, it was an important battle in the history of India. Yeah, so Battle of Tarin was an important battle in the history of India because of this battle only. So the Muslim kingdom established in India. Yeah, so till 1191 AD, India was ruled by the Hindu princes of Rajputs. Yeah, so the North India was ruled by the Hindu princes of Rajput dynasty. Okay, but after 1191 AD, that is in the year 1192, so after the second battle of Tarin, so the Muslim kingdom established. Yeah, so from that period onwards, so the Delhi was ruled by the Muslim rulers only. Okay, so till the conqueror of British. Okay, so till the conqueror of British India, so the medieval century was wholly occupied by the Muslim rulers. Okay, so the Battle of Tarain was an important battle. Yeah. So both the battle was fought between the Rajputs under Prithviraj Chauhan against Muhammad of Ghori. Okay, so we will discuss about both the battles. So the first battle of Tarain, so which was fought in the year 1191 AD, realizing the grave situation, so the very death situation in which they were caught, the Hindu princes of North India formed a confederacy. So confederacy means a union of people. Yeah, so under the command of Prithviraj Chauhan. Yeah, so realizing the situation. Yeah, because Muhammad of Ghori so captured Multan and also he attacked and captured Punjab also. Yeah, so now his empire. So now he wanted to invade India. Yeah, so realizing this situation, so the Hindu princes of North India formed an union. Yeah, so formed a military alliance under the command of Prithviraj Chauhan. Yeah, so Prithviraj rose to the occasion and defeated Muhammad in the Battle of Tarain near Delhi in 1191 AD. Yeah, so Prithviraj understand this situation and defeated Muhammad of Ghori in the Battle of Tarain near Delhi. Yeah, so Tarain, it is near Delhi. Yeah, so it is near the north of Delhi. Yeah, so now it is in Haryana. Yeah, so Tarain, a place now in Haryana. Yeah, so Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad of Ghori in the first battle of Tarain near Delhi in 1191 AD. Okay, so Muhammad of Ghori was defeated in the first battle of Tarain. Yeah, so in order to avenge this defeat, Muhammad made serious preparations and gathered a huge army. Yeah, so in order to avenge the defeat in the first battle of Tarain, Muhammad of Ghori made serious preparations and gathered a huge army. He arrived with his large force in Lahore via Peshawar and Multan. So he arrived with his large force. Yeah, again Muhammad of Ghori so came with a large force in Lahore through Peshawar and Multan. Yeah, he sent a message to Prithviraj asking him to acknowledge his supremacy and become a Muslim. Yeah, so now he came to Multan. Yeah, so Muhammad of Ghori made serious preparations and gathered a huge army and arrived in Lahore via Peshawar and Multan. Yeah, so now he is in Lahore. Yeah, so after crossing Peshawar and Multan, he reached Lahore. Yeah, so now he sent a message to Prithviraj asking him to accept his power. Yeah, so he wanted Prithviraj to become a Muslim and he have to accept his power. Yeah, but Prithviraj rejected the proposal and prepared his army to resist the invader. Yeah, but Prithviraj, so who was more confident? Yeah, because already he defeated Muhammad of Ghori in the first battle of Tarain. Yeah, so he rejected the proposal of Muhammad of Ghori and he decided to resist the invader. So many Hindu kings and chieftains also joined with him. Yeah, so many Hindu kings and chieftains also joined him. Yeah, in the ensuing second battle of Tarain in 1192 AD, Muhammad thoroughly routed the army of Prithviraj, who was captured and killed. Yeah, so in the second battle of Tarain, so Muhammad so clearly defeated Prithviraj. Yeah, so he can easily routed the army of. Yeah, so he routed the, that is he defeated the army of Prithviraj and he captured Prithviraj Chauhan and killed him. Yeah, so in the second battle of Tarain, Muhammad of Ghori won the battle and defeated Prithviraj Chauhan and he was killed by Muhammad of Ghori. So the second battle of Tarain was a major disaster for the Rajput. Yeah, so the second battle of Tarain was a major disaster. Yeah, so major event that affected the political prestige of the Rajputs. Okay, so their political prestige suffered a serious setback. Yeah, so the second battle of Tarain was a major disaster for the Rajput. Yeah, so disaster means any event that causes a damage. Yeah, so here, so disaster for Rajput means so the event, the battle that cause a damage. Yeah, so which cause damage or which setback. Okay, so the political prestige of Rajput. Okay, so the second battle of Tarain was a major disaster for the Rajput. Their political prestige suffered a serious setback. The whole of Chauhan kingdom now lay at the feet of the invader. Yeah, so now the Chauhan kingdom was lay at the feet of the invader. So the first Muslim kingdom was thus firmly established, thus strongly established in India at Ajmer, and a new era and a new history began in India. Yeah, so the first Muslim kingdom was strongly established in India at Ajmer. So Ajmer is in Rajasthan. Yeah, a new era, a new period in the history of India began. Yeah, so the second battle of Tarain was a major disaster for the Rajput. Yeah, so it was an important battle in the history of India. So their political prestige suffered a serious setback. The whole of Chauhan kingdom now lay at the feet of the invader. So the first Muslim kingdom was now strongly established in India at Ajmer, and a new era and a new period, a new history began in India. Yeah, so Muhammad of Ghori, so who started as a vassal of Ghazni, now became the first person to establish a Muslim kingdom in India. Yeah. So initially he invaded and captured Multan in the year 1175 AD, and he attacked and captured Punjab in 1186 AD. Yeah. So though he was defeated in the Battle of Tarain in 1191 AD, so again he gathered his army and defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in the second battle of Tarain in 1192 AD and established the first Muslim kingdom in India. So after his victory over Prithviraj Chauhan at Tarain, Muhammad returned to Ghazni to deal with the threat from Turks and the Mongols. So Muhammad of Ghori, after defeating Prithviraj at Tarain, so he returned to Ghazni. So why he returned to Ghazni? Because in Ghazni he faced, so there is a threat, yeah, so there is a threat, there is a danger from the Turks and the Mongols. Yeah, so Turks and the Mongols tried to attack Ghazni and captured it. Yeah, so tried to attack Ghazni and wanted to capture it. Yeah, so in order to deal with them, so Muhammad of Ghori returned to Ghazni. Yeah, so he died in the year 1206 AD. Yeah, so he died in the year. So after the death of Muhammad of Ghori in 1206 AD, his most capable general Qutbuddin Aibak. Yeah, so his most capable general Qutbuddin Aibak had been left behind in India. Yeah, so Muhammad of Ghori returned to Ghazni, so in order to deal the threat from Turks and the Mongols. Yeah. So after the death of Muhammad of Ghori in 1206 AD, his most capable general, yeah, so Qutbuddin Aibak, so who was left in India. Yeah, so while returning to Ghazni, so he established, so he made his general Qutbuddin Aibak as his vassal. Yeah. So after his death, Qutbuddin Aibak declared his independence and he declared himself as the first Sultan of Delhi. Okay, so after his victory over Prithviraj at Tarain, Muhammad returned to Ghazni to deal with the threat from the Turks and the Mongols. Yeah. After the death of Muhammad in 1206 AD, his most capable general Qutbuddin Aibak, so who had been left behind in India. Yeah. So while returning to Ghazni, so he made Muhammad of Ghori made Qutbuddin Aibak as his vassal. Yeah, so he gave his territory to Qutbuddin Aibak to control it. Yeah, so Qutbuddin Aibak, who had been left in India, took control of Muhammad territories in India and declared himself as the first Sultan of Delhi. So Qutbuddin Aibak, so he was the first Muslim ruler. So he was the first Sultan of Delhi. So Sultan means, yeah, in Arabic. So in Muslim rulers, so they called their kings. So the Muslim rulers were called as Sultan. Yeah, so Qutbuddin Aibak was declared as the first Sultan of Delhi. Okay, students. So we have discussed about the North Indian kingdoms. Okay, so the Rajput. Yes, initially we have discussed about the Rajput, various Rajput dynasties, and some of the important rulers of Rajput dynasty, and also their contribution. So their contribution to art and architecture. Then we discussed about the advent of Islam. So who was the founder of Islam? So how Islam, that is the Muslims, so spread their teachings to the other countries. How the Muslim religion was spread over the world. Then we discussed about Muhammad of Ghazni and Muhammad bin Qasim. So Muhammad bin Qasim, so invaded Sindh and captured the Sindh province in Pakistan. Then we discussed about Muhammad of Ghazni, so who invaded India several times. So his aim was to plunder the wealth of India. Then we discussed about Muhammad of Ghori. So Muhammad Ghori was the first Muslim ruler to establish his power in India. Yeah, so this battle of Tarain. So the first battle of Tarain and the second battle of Tarain. So the most important one was the second battle of Tarain. Yeah, so which decides the fate of the Rajput. Yeah, so the Rajput prestige was defeated. Yeah, so the political prestige suffered a serious setback in the second battle of Tarain. Yeah, so Prithviraj Chauhan, yeah, Rajput king, was defeated in the second battle of Tarain, so that Muhammad of Ghori established his kingdom in India. Okay, so in 1206 AD, Qutbuddin Aibak so declared himself as the first Sultan of Delhi. So thus the first Muslim ruler. So Qutbuddin Aibak was in India. Okay, so we have discussed these topics in this lesson. Okay, so today's textbook reading is take page number 117. Yeah, read that the Battle of Tarain 1191 to 1182 AD. Yeah, so read the two paragraph fully. Okay, so it is very important battle. Yeah, because of this battle only Muslim kingdom established in India. Okay, so Rajputs were defeated and the first Muslim kingdom was established in India. Yeah, next homework. So take page number 119. Yeah, 7th Roman letter. Answer the following in detail. So the first question, what was the impact of Arab conquest of Sindh? So take page number 116. See the heading, that is the above the map. So you can see the arrival of Turks in India map now. So about that. So Arab conquest of Sindh and its impact in that the second paragraph. Yeah. So note down the points. Yeah. So they ask to write only 5 points. So I will tell you the 5 points. So first point, the Arab scholars visited Sindh and studied many Indian literary works. Then next point, they translated many Sanskrit books on astronomy, philosophy, mathematics and medicine into Arabic. Then third, they learnt the numerals 0 to 9 from India. Then leave next 2 point. Then after the fourth point is the importance of 0 was learnt by them from India. Fourth point. Then fifth point, it is believed that the people in the West and the Arabs learned the game of chess only from the Indians. So 5 points. So read this question. So this is only one detail. So in next class we will complete the book back exercise. So thank you. Have a nice day.